jumping in now. We're starting to stream. Ugh. Been doing more and more streams lately because it just makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to give the people what they want. All right. We are on the stream here, folks. Let's just make sure the chat. Oops, got caps lock on. Heyo, chat. All right, yep, that's working good. All right, so here we are. It's Crypto J, and I am joined with Mr. Gary. And today, he is going to make a 5K invest into Bitconnect. Tell me how you feel. Are you excited?
Absolutely.
Pretty fired up. All right, so Gary is my dad, in case you guys didn't know it. He's the guy that in the infamous Chase Bank video where we're just talking shit. And people either love or hate that video, by the way. It's gotten a lot of views, too. Thousands of views now, which is hilarious. But so you can't see his screen, but you can see mine. And what you'll see in mine is that when he signs up and goes ahead and completes it, then you'll see my lending wallet go up, and I'll be able to show you the transaction. So let's jump in this together. All right, so right now, you've got some money in your Bitcoin wallet and some in your Bitconnect wallet, right?
Correct.
Okay, so we need to exchange that. So here's what we do. There's that blue button in between the two that says exchange. Go ahead and click on that.
Yep.
And let me know when that page loads. Might take a sec.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. A little bit slowsies.
Okay, it looks like it loaded.
All right, so now you scroll down to the buy and sell section. So you see buy, sell, BCC. You see that?
Yep.
There's two widgets, a buy widget and a
Yep.
sell. We need to buy, so and the easy, we're going to do this nice and easy. You've got 1.2 Bitcoin. 1.2 Bitcoin, or excuse me, 1.15 you have, correct? That's $4,951. We're trying to do a $5,010 lend. So just click on all. At the bottom, there's 3 form fields, units, bid, total.
Yep.
Click on all.
Yep.
It'll populate, and then
Yep.
in the middle box, it should say last at the end, correct?
It does.
So in the blue, it says last, right? Okay. So now, just go ahead and click on buy Bitconnect coin.
Okay.
And then scroll
Confirm.
down to my open orders. Is it in there or is it in my order history?
Well, I have to confirm it first, correct?
Yeah, go ahead and confirm it. Sorry, I assumed
Yeah.
you did that already.
Okay.
And the pop-up window's all closed now, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so actually,
Okay, now
what's that?
it's showing that on my open orders.
Okay, so it's still under open orders. Go ahead and refresh the page
Yes.
and go to the top and just tell me what the Bitconnect wallet balance is now. Should be a lot.
Yeah, it is. Oops. Where'd it go?
Well, let's make sure that we've got the full amount. So whenever it loads, just tell me
Okay.
what it is.
Yeah, because the
No, just tell me
the
what the
Bitcoin
Bitconnect.
wallet. Yeah, the Bitcoin wallet is empty now, so we're sitting at 2.354.
No. Stop.
10.
In Bitconnect, what do you got?
That's what I'm giving you.
No. It's 2 point. You said it's 2 point something?
Yeah,
No.
2.3.
Stop. The order isn't fulfilled. So there's
Okay.
like a Bitconnect is only $136. You'd have a lot. So
Right.
refresh the page again. Is it still under my open
Okay.
orders?
Well, it came out of the wallet, but it hasn't moved into
Yeah, I
it
know
yet.
that. Yeah, it's trying to actively fill the order. Is it still under open orders?
Let me scroll down there and see. I'm just refreshing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a red X at the end, though.
Yeah, that's fine. That just means cancel it. So, all right. I don't think it's going to fill in time. So go ahead all the way to that red X under my open orders and click on the X.
Yeah.
Then it will say canceled. And now the balance should have went back to your Bitcoin.
Okay, let me scroll up and make sure. Yep.
Okay, here's what I want you to do now. Go back down to the buy and sell widget. I'm going to show you a little trick.
Yeah, we did this before.
Yeah.
I don't remember how you did it, but...
I'll show you.
Okay, there.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're working in the buy BCC. I really need you to pay attention to, by the way. We're working out of the buy BCC widget. Okay, we're going to come down right below those are all the live orders, right? And we want to look at the sell orders, selling orders. And there's one that's showing right now for 17 dot something. Click on the minus button.
On the selling side?
Okay, look on the selling side. There's going to be the blue minus button. Second one down, you see a total of 17 dot something.
16.9.
Yep, go ahead and click the minus.
Right.
Okay, have you done that?
Yep, I clicked it, but nothing's happening yet.
Now stop, it is. Okay, now look at the buy BCC. You notice how it's got a bunch of stuff filled in?
Yep.
Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to just go and highlight. You have your available balance showing. You see it?
Yep.
Okay, so there's the title that says buy BCC, and then it says available balance. Highlight that whole available balance and paste it into the third form field, which says total.
Okay.
Let me know when you've done that.
Okay.
Okay, so now the total is what?
Hang on. I'm getting to it. Um, 1.15095682.
Okay, great. So now click out of that. So just click anywhere else outside of those three form fields, and it should have updated, yeah? Okay, so you've now got, in the total field, you've got your 1 point whatever Bitcoin, yeah?
Right.
And now in the bid above it should be the bid that we stole from that selling order, and then the units should have updated. How many units is it showing?
36.19600.
Okay, go ahead and click on the buy Bitconnect coin green button now.
Okay.
Do it quickly before the order fills.
All right.
All we basically just did was steal the bid price from an active selling order. That's all that is.
Right.
Okay, so go ahead and confirm it, blah, blah, blah. And it should fill immediately.
I did all that.
Refresh the page. What's your Bitconnect balance?
Hang on, it's still refreshing. 2.6.
No.
065.
No. Okay, so it's still filling. Go down and scroll down to open orders. Is it still showing under there?
Hang on. Yep.
Okay, this is killing me. You're just going a little too slow with the process. We're trying to basically piggyback off of the asking price of a selling order. That's all we're trying to do.
Right.
Let's sit on this for a second and see what it does. Go ahead and refresh the page again.
Okay.
Just tell me if the Bitconnect amount goes up.
Come on.
Just F5.
I'm just trying to get back up to the top.
You don't
No, it hasn't changed.
Okay. Okay, let's just wait a few minutes. Go ahead and refresh again. Every couple
I
minutes.
did already.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it still the same?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going too slow. Come back, scroll back down to my open orders and hit cancel again. Aye.
Right.
Let me know when that's done.
Okay.
Back at the top are your balances back to where they were?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to try and do it again. You got to go faster. Okay. So scroll down to the buy, sell BCC widgets.
Yep.
Okay. So now we got a selling order. We got a selling order 3 down. Third one down, 100
Okay.
size. The one in the middle says 116.
Yeah.
Yep, click minus.
Oh, all right.
Let it populate those fields. Okay, now highlight your available BTC balance like we did last time. Copy, and then
Right.
third form field down, paste it in there. And then just click out of it, click away. Click somewhere else on the page
Right.
that isn't those 3. Did it update? How many units?
Hang on.
We got to go.
I know.
Okay, how many units? Is it showing at the top?
It is showing
We're
35.
How many?
35.941.
Okay, and then you got the full BTC amount in the third form field, yeah?
Yep.
Click
Click
buy.
buy.
Bitconnect. Buy. Go.
Bye.
You got to be fast with this shit. I think we already missed it again. This is killing me.
Units filled. I think it went.
Okay, refresh the page.
Okay.
What's the Bitconnect?
All right, hang on. It's in there. 38.548.
Okay, hold on.
52474.
38.58.
548.
548.
524. 74.
Yeah, we got plenty. You got 5261. Okay.
Okay.
Freaking A, let's do this shit. Click on dashboard. On the left menu.
Yep.
Okay, then click on Lend Bitconnect, big blue button.
Yep.
And type out 50. What is that? 50010? No, that's 50,000. 5010.
Yeah.
There it
5010.
is. Yep, it should be 36.71 Bitconnect, yeah?
All right, hang on.
Just type in 5010.
I did. Okay.
Okay. So
yeah,
then,
it's 36.710.
Okay, great. Now click on I read the terms of use and the big blue Pay Now button.
All right. It's going down, Jay.
All right.
Confirm. Yes, we're in.
Okay.
There it is.
Now, let's talk. Now we get to talk about the fun shit for a second. Okay. While I'm waiting for the commission to come through, to prove everybody watching, because they got the, we got the screen share on my computer. So we'll wait for that for a few minutes. But, all right. So
Okay.
5,010 gets you the additional 0.20 per day. So if the interest for that day is 0 or like 0.2, you'll still get the additional 0.20. Most people don't know that. You'll get the additional above and beyond the base rate
Always.
every day, no matter what.
Got
Even
it.
if it's 0.
Got it. I didn't know that.
Even if the volatility software is showing 0 for the day, you'll still get the additional, the 0.20, the 0.25, the 0.10, whatever level you come in at. So you're in the big boy bracket.
Right.
So you get the additional 0.20 every day. The principal is released after 180 days. So now let's talk about the strategy and the plan. We've talked a little bit, and I don't mean to put you on the spot. If you don't have it all figured out yet, that's okay. But what's sort of the plan? Are you going to reinvest this, Or are you going to pull it all out and move it into other ICOs or maybe gold? We've talked about that a few times. What are you going to do with it?
No, I'm just going to keep reinvesting it, at least for a year.
For a year.
A year.
I like that. I like that. So the first, I'm going to do two 10K challenges. And the first one, I'm going to do them polar opposites. I'm going to do one where I pull everything out every day. And I'm going to do the other one to where I invest everything every day. And I'm allocating the one that I pull everything out of. I'm going to go and do like some gold stuff, some other ICOs, manual trading, all that. But the second one is I'm just going to reinvest it because 120 days, 4 months is nothing to me. And so what I'll make alone in the interest is roughly about 100, not 100, because I'm at 10,000, is about $13,000 in interest is what I'll make. So yeah, it's not bad. But okay, so you're going to reinvest for a year. So what is the amount? Let me see if I got my my calculator out here. What is the amount that? Yeah, I do got my calculator. So it's 1.1, which is the rolling 0.87 plus the 0.20. So we came in at the 5,010. So that's right out of the gates. That's $55 a day. $55.11 times 30 days.
Wow.
That's $1,600 a month. What is that technically?
That's almost
covering?
my rent. I'm 150 away from my rent.
But you're not going to obviously pay that towards rent, but you now know that you have an asset that's covering your rent payment every month.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Awesome. Okay,
that's
so
huge.
each year that's 20,000 just off of that. That's 20,000.
That's what I've been giving my landlord.
Yeah, that's funny. So, and the calculator.
It feels good to know that somebody else is going to give it to him now.
Yeah, exactly. And so the calculator that you see on the screen right now, in case you're watching, it tells you this column here that says 1 year shows what if I stopped and just stopped on like this amount, that's what I'd get paid out for the year. So if I stopped at the very beginning and just yanked out the $55 in interest every day, my return over a year is $20,115. If I reinvested that $55 for just 1 day, then you would see that it's now gone up to $20,315. And after 10 days, it's completely changed to $22,162 is my yearly return, just off of reinvesting for 10 days into it. So it really starts to build up.
So it's how much, Jay? Excuse me, how much?
So let's look at this.
22?
Well, let's look at your example. You said you want to reinvest for 365 days, right?
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Let me scroll down here because this is where it gets stupid. All right, so if you reinvest everything every day and pull out none of it, then your active investment after a year, and we talked about this the other day if you remember, is $268,420, which I think last time you thought was a typo. And so your daily interest is now $2,900. So this isn't a bad, because I believe it's going to be around for a couple more years. So to reinvest everything for an entire year, that's nothing. Like I would totally do that strategy. I would leverage that strategy too. And I'm gonna with one of the loans that we do, we'll definitely be operating off of this strategy because, I mean,
so
5,000 into 268,000. There's nothing out there that does this. Nothing.
No, absolutely.
Nothing. And I can tell you that pretty surely because when I first started making all the money off the internet marketing shit, you remember that? Like I went nuts with the sovereign stuff, second, third passports, diversification, alternate bank accounts, currencies, blah blah blah. And even with everything that I found, up to some of the highest level stuff, nobody even wanted to play with you if you had $5,000 because it was nothing. It was piddly money. And nobody even wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, they wouldn't even answer the phone.
Yeah, unless you had like $100,000, they won't even take a call. So this is such a huge opportunity. I'm just thinking about this actually now, for like somebody who can come in like you at $5,000. Because now, if you were to walk away at the end of the year with that what would you have? So your investment would be $268,000, but you've reinvested all that. So now you're starting to clear $2,900 a day. If you stayed at that level, so after 365 days, you started to then pull it all out. You're pulling out $2,952 per day. That alone is $1 million a year revenue stream. That $3,000 a day is $1 million at the end of the year. Does that make sense?
I think I'm planning my retirement party 12 months from now.
There you go. And I know that
mine and your mom's both.
Yeah, I know that that's important to you. And you know, the reality is that most people just don't have a plan. And even this is the piece of a solid plan. This is the start of one.
Right. So let's do this. Okay. You got the calculator there.
Yeah.
We're talking about 268 grand. So at the end of the year, I leave the 268 in there and I continue.
Well,
where are we at after another year?
What you got to think of is that all of that is the combination of reinvests that are anywhere between $10 and $1,000 for the reinvests. Those won't be released for another almost 300 days. So understand that your accumulation wallet or your lend wallet will not have $268,000 in it. Your active investment at that point will be $268,000. So what you'll be able to then walk away with is that $2,952 each day. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But if we roll another year and don't touch nothing.
Yeah.
And do the 2,900 a day, what does that come out to after year 2?
Well, also too, you got to understand that in this time frame, you will have had the $5,000 released to you, and this calculator doesn't account for that. So you'd be sitting on the $5,000 original principal payment as well. But let's just say that you stayed in, and now you're pulling out the $2,952 every day, right? That's what you want?
Yes.
So 2,9.
But I'm reinvesting it.
5,2. Oh, you want to reinvest it? Let me just make sure this.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me
for another year.
Let me double check something. Oh yeah, it is. Okay.
Can we do that?
So, if you pulled it out each day, this number is correct. If you pulled it out each day, that's $1 million at the end of the year. It's $1,077,000. Okay. Now, if you were to reinvest this $2,952 each day, yeah, this is giving me ideas for a new calculator because this one technically doesn't do that. But if you were to, well, hold on a second. You're basically taking the 2,952 and starting its own trajectory every day. So let's do 2,952.62 into this, and it wouldn't be.
Well, let's do this. You said at that point I'd have my $5,000 back, correct?
Yeah.
My initial investment.
Yep.
So let's put the 5 back in so we get the extra 0.2 or 2.1 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
And then put the 29 whatever it is on top of that every day for the next 365 days.
Yep, got it.
Can we do that?
I actually don't know how we would calculate that, but hold on. Let me get us close. Okay, so that's 29. Let me just put this in. 53. Okay, so plus the 5,000. Well, it's 5,010. So it's the 20. Well, no. Even though you had that, you don't need to put the fucking $10 in there. 2,953 plus 5,000. Oops. 2,953 plus 5,000. Okay, so the new investment is then 7,953. That's a one-time investment that would qualify for the same interest rate that I just had. So that new loan, that's the $7,953, which is 1 day of now your new daily interest that you're making, and it's the original principal payment rolled back in again. You're now making another $87 a day off of that investment. But if you were to just roll the 2,953 in each day, it's not going to qualify for 1.1. It would actually be a little bit less. It would be okay. So at $1,000, it's only 0.10. So let's grab our interest. Hold on, let me just do some math here. Last 6-month average is 0.89 plus the 0.10. So it's 0.99 basically. So it's 0.99. Right. So every day you're able to put in a $2,953 investment, let's say, if you were to reinvest that. That's an additional $29 per day in daily interest.
How much?
It's another $29 per day in interest, and then you have the $87 per day that's coming in on interest as well from the reinvesting the $5,000 capital and 1 day of the daily interest from the other chunk, which
So it's $109 a day.
basically another $109 per day besides the $2,953. Do you see how crazy that starts to get? So that's one of the things that we're working on.
Can we put that second one into 365 days and see what that comes out to?
Are you talking about reinvesting everything from the $2,953 investment every day for 365?
Yes.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. With the 5,010 to start with is basically what I wanted to do.
Oh, well, hold on.
Because I'll have it.
Let me give you.
See, I'd have that back by then.
Well, time out. If you yeah, this is where it really complicates this calculator, and I need to build out something better. Okay, if you were to just take the daily 2,953 and invest that back in, and track just that one solo investment, okay, that's $106,000 at the end of the year by you reinvesting that every day. Does that make sense? You with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
So another 106,000.
Yeah. And so now if we come back with the 7,953, which is the 5,000 capital and the $2,953 daily earnings from that last chunk that you've got, because remember you've got the other 268,000 sitting there every day gaining your interest. Okay, so we're now at the 1.1 again in terms of the interest rate. Okay, this is a head fuck. All right, so after 365 days of you reinvesting that 7,953, you end up with $426,243. So that's another $4,600 per day that you would have compounding, that you would just get back in interest.
Wow.
Do you see how this really starts to get? I almost can't even keep up with this. It makes it very hard to calculate what we're getting into here.
So what was the number you just threw at me?
$426,243 off of just taking the.
That's not counting the initial.
What's that?
That's not counting the base of the 264, is it?
No. That's
so you can put that on top of that.
Yeah, that's its own separate rolling calculation at this point. So now you're at six. You're almost at 700,000 active investment at that point, and you're making what, 4, 6? You're making about $7,000 or $8,000 a day.
Wow.
And that's
Holy
that's why,
cow.
like, you know, I'll talk to a lot of people and they say, Jay, but I only got like $1,000. Even though I don't think that's powerful, it's better than nothing.
Right.
You know, shit, do something. Do something.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, look at just my initial investment. I started with $110, and then 15 days later, I threw another $210 into it. Yeah. Right now, my total investment's $430, but I've actually earned $191.52 on that.
Yeah. I mean, look at.
Which isn't bad. It hasn't even been 2 months.
Yeah, look at this.
In fact, the 8th.
Hold on.
The 8th of this month will be 2 months on the first 100, and the 15th of this month will be 2 months on the second 200.
Got it. Yeah, I'm just over 2 months. I'm just over 2 months, right? And I've got 4,100 active investment on the Jay Brandon account. I've got the 10,000 in the other account, and I've earned 3,900 already because, you know, affiliate commissions, so on and so forth. But yeah, so the commission from your lend just came through, so my wallet went from like 900 to 1,200. So the commission,
nice.
Yeah, the commission is let me see. Let me plug this back in. 5010. The commission is $350.
Okay.
So that's
nice.
That's what I got, and we'll just pump that right back into something here. But I'm sitting on $1,200 now, so I should probably just do another $1,000 lend and get myself up to 15,000 total. But let's look at transactions. Let's look at team volume. So we're at $40,000 now in team volume. So that's good.
Nice.
Yep, that's really, really good. and yeah, you're off to the races. So all you got to do now every day is just log in once a day and push that over to just reinvest it, which is what you've been doing. So you already know how to do all that. Just reinvest it every day. Boom, 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 boom. That $50.
So let's go into how this all took place a little bit.
What do you mean?
Okay. A month ago, we were sitting back saying, okay, how can we come up with a chunk of money that's not going to come out of the necessary, daily money or weekly money for bills? And me and you talked, and I said, well, you know what? I'm driving this truck that's $41,000, 4 miles a day. I'm paying $200 a month, and two to three, depending on how much I paid on it. So probably my average interest per month was about $250, not counting, fuel and insurance.
Right.
But just on the payment alone, I was losing $250 a month.
That's right.
So
we're going to talk about this. Yeah.
So I cashed out on the truck.
Yeah.
Came out of it with about, I don't know, just under $7,000. Obviously, we took 5 of it and put it into this. I took a couple $1,000s to go out and put down on a lease.
Yep.
Which
at least a
got
smaller
me
payment. Yeah.
Right, is a $250 a month payment. So I freed up $580 a month to put towards this alone from the payment. Yeah. I'm no longer giving away $200 a month. I'm making more than $200 a month off of that money, if not
making
more.
About $1,700
it's probably
a month.
more.
Yeah, you're making about $1,700 a month now.
Right. So now I went from a negative.
Crazy. That is crazy. You went
so I went from a negative. It's costing me $200 a month to drive 8 miles a day. Okay. Wow. To now I'm driving a brand new Jetta that we haven't even put gas in it yet. We've owned it for like 2.5 weeks. We've gone to the airport and back. It gets like 500 miles to a tank of gas. I just washed it for the first time. I don't even have to care about taking care of it per se. Like my truck, I was washing it every other day, trying to keep it clean and nice and protected. Now all that is gone. I freed up time to do something else more useful, like invest my money.
Yeah.
And now I went from a negative $250 a month to a positive $1,700 a month, covering my rent, soon to cover my rent and utilities.
But time out. That's just on the investment side. You also freed up more cash that you were spending on the car payment. What was that again?
It's well, I'm spending $250 now, and I was spending $830.
Wow!
So that puts me at $580 a month savings.
So you're saving $580 on car payments, and now making $1,700 a month off the investment.
Right.
That's
dude. That's
good.
Huge.
That's good.
That's huge.
That's really.
I mean, if everybody could sit down and take reality of this. Take ownership of it, I think everybody be going and cashing in on whatever they can get their hands on.
I know.
And
you and I are in that same boat, because you know what? You can always buy a new truck later on and pay for it cash. Like, how good would that feel?
All right, so we figured out $264,000 in a year.
$268,420.
I could buy 5 Tundra trucks and pay cash for them. In a year.
Yeah.
Dude, think about that for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there feeding Chase $250 a month, my favorite bank, right, that we've already talked about.
Yeah.
I'm not even getting a thank you in return.
Now they're not even kissing you after they're fucking you.
Yes, thank you. And now, a year from now, and I said that. I said, I'll get rid of this truck for now, but later on I'll go pay cash for one. Well, I can go pay cash for 5 of them.
Yeah. You could realistically, hold on. Let me give you this number. How much was the truck total?
Well, I sold it for $41,000, but I paid $49,000.
Okay.
So roughly a new one, it cost me about $50,000.
Okay, so you'll be your active investment, which you can't, like I said, you can't pull that money out per se at this time.
No.
But your active investment is at day 213. Your active investment will be at $50,000. Actually, day 212. Day 212, you'll have officially crossed over the $50,000 in active investment amount, right? And then
Right.
at the end of the year, because you want to do for a full year, if you were to start pulling that out, let's see, how many days would we need to pull out that 3,000 to get to, let's just call it, you said 50,000 would get another trick? Yeah, so 50,000 divide by 3,000. That's, so 16 days. So if you pulled out the cash after 1 year for 16 days, you would be sitting on enough cash to go buy a new truck, a new Tundra. So you hold on for 300, 1 year, and then 16 days later, you go with cash and fucking buy one.
Right.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
And say goodbye to Chase, right?
That's good. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. There's somebody in the comments that said, Chase, the right relationship is everything. Because I think that's their tagline right now. The best relationship with Chase is no relationship.
Right.
No, they're okay.
So I don't have to worry about getting those
everybody else. You can't dog on any one of them because Chase, Citibank, Bank of America, First Bank, all of them, they're all the same. They're all the same people. It's all the same bullshit. It's the same interest rates. We talked about this before. Like if you sank your $5,000 in a savings account or in a standard checking, whatever the fuck that they offer, it's not even 1/100th of a percent per year.
Right.
Per year. So it's just crazy.
So I get 3 emails a day when I drop below $50 in my checking account.
Yeah.
And I let it get all the way down to $3 last week as a ha-ha to them. and they still keep hitting me like, oh my God, you don't have $50 in your account.
Yeah, because
so what's the worst case scenario? They're gonna charge me $12 this month for letting my money sit in that checking account.
Yeah, that's true.
So, they're using my money, and I'm paying them another $12 per month because I don't give them $50 a day to use.
Right. Yeah, so
what is wrong with that?
You pay $12 a month?
Yeah.
So that's $144 additionally that you pay out per year in penalties.
Right.
That's okay.
Right.
That's more than okay.
But it's free checking, right?
Yeah. Free checking, but you got to keep $50 in a day so that they can go and invest your money.
Right.
Oh,
There's nothing free about that.
Yeah, that's a funny one.
Yeah, when they're probably getting 20% on that money out of everybody per day.
Yeah.
And investments.
Yeah.
Well, probably better than that because they're probably buying Bitcoin, right?
They might be. They might be.
Well, we know they are. They got caught, right?
Yeah.
Right after they said it was, evil and everybody that owned it was going to die, then we find out that they went and bought it.
Yeah, well, they're on they're part of the Ethereum project, JP Morgan, and it's JP Morgan Chase, right? So it's all the same umbrella corporation. And then the day of, they were caught, JP Morgan Limited or whatever was caught in basically the sell orders public, on blockchain.
Right.
And somebody tracked it down and registered that they'd used that opportunity to go and buy up a bunch more Bitcoin. So it's just a scheduled pump, but it's funny. Right. Nonetheless.
So what are they going to do?
Nothing's private
so the
anymore.
Threat was, the threat is that if they caught anybody involved in it or buying it, they were going to get fired. So what are they going to do? Fire themselves?
Yeah, I think that actually, like legally, if I worked for Chase just to be a dickhead, I would go and buy Bitcoin and publish it all over my Twitter and stuff and see if they would actually try and fire me. Because then, you could just go and show them that they themselves invested. I don't think they could get around that. That would be very interesting. I'd love to see that brought out publicly and turned into a little fire underneath them.
Yeah, a little shit stir, huh?
Yeah, because, okay, cool. You just fired me. Now, couldn't I legally come back after you? Because you contradicted your own quote-unquote rule. And, regulation that you've got within your company. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would.
If anyone wants to do that works at Chase, I will gladly get involved with however I can and help. But I just think that would be funny.
Well, loan them the money to go buy it. How about that?
Yeah. Even better. Even better. So my mic isn't working? No, it should be okay. How's my mic on your end? Has it been good?
It sounds good. Sounds
Okay.
good.
You know, it might
Yeah,
be
real
because we're
good.
on a Telegram call and then we're doing live YouTube. That might be it. But anyway, somebody just said the audio
Right.
is not that great. But okay, so we've just wrapped it up, my friends. If you're just tuning in, Gary Brandon just jumped in and did a $5,010 invest on the Bitconnect network. My lending wallet was at about $800 or $900. Now it's at $1,200. So I've officially gotten the referral commission and the transaction has been completed. Our team volume is up over 40,000 now, and things are rocking and rolling. You can tune in, and about another hour, I'll be shooting my daily update on the 10K challenge. And so I'll have that going up on the channel soon. And then we shot another video earlier where I did a live video and I bought Regal Coin, which I had to go through a big roundabout on that just to get that ready. I had to go to an actual exchange to buy that and then get it ready. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. But maybe it's there now. Maybe not. No, the Regal Coin, it's still processing. Yeah, that's crazy. So hopefully at some point that happens and I can finish that video and that transaction. But I think let's end it there. And then, yeah, just log in. Make sure you log in every day and reinvest.
Sounds good.
And we'll jump
Thanks
on,
for the
I'm
call.
sure, again and, update everybody and let them know what it looks like. Because a lot of people are still sitting on the sidelines waiting. Like, okay, what if I invested $5,000? What would it really be like? And they want to see it for themselves. So I'm sure we'll jump in and update at some point. But, yeah, I think we'll end it there. Thanks for jumping on with me.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, see ya.